one moment. Too loud. Very excited.
Okay. How many students do you have in the class at the moment?
Today we have 3 classes actually, because they all wanted to come, and they're 8 years
wow.
old mostly, and they're in year 2, so it's about almost 60 children.
Oh my word. Well, hello everybody. Can you just move the camera slightly so I can see the students? Is that okay? Ah, that's great. So I'll just give everybody a wave first. Hello everybody. That's wonderful. And you all look very smart as well. It's slightly dark, but I can see you look really very smart. So it's lovely to be in your school this morning in the UK. It's 8 o'clock this morning here. What time is it over there?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Okay, well look, there's a special treat. You can all go home now, okay? Okay, go home now. I'm only joking.
I'd just like to say thank you very much for taking the time. Mark Wood has actually woken up really early to talk to you year 2, so even though it's 2 o'clock here, it's really early for him. So I'd just like to thank you on behalf of all the teachers in year 2 for taking the time. And I don't know if you want to start with telling them a bit about yourself, and then I know they have some questions to ask you.
Sure. Well, thanks for that introduction. Well, I'm an explorer. That's what I do for a living. So I go around places on the planet, mainly cold places, and I basically do long-range expeditions in places like the Arctic, Antarctica, to the North Pole, South Pole. I've worked in Alaska, Norway, and also extensively in the Himalayas as well. And last year I found myself heading up Mount Everest, the highest mountain on the planet itself. But what I do is when I go to these wonderful places, I connect with schools like I'm doing now. So I'll stand on the side of Mount Everest, or I'll stand at the North Pole, and I directly connect with students in classrooms around the world to talk about who I am, to talk about the environment I'm walking through, and also about, I suppose, just thinking differently about life, how you can enjoy life. And you've got that all to come because you're very young. You've got a wonderful life ahead of you, and it's a beautiful planet. And that's what I try and push out to people, that this is a wonderful planet we live on. So basically that's what I do for a living, which is not too bad. Is that okay?
Maybe we'll ask some questions, and we can ask some questions and...
Sure. Sorry, I just forgot. I can tell you what I did this year, which is very interesting. It's quite noisy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, just 1 minute.
You hear that? That's okay.
I'm trying to screen record this as well.
It's a beautiful room you're in there. Is that the library, is it?
Yes!
Ah, fantastic. I can see the ceiling with all the banners up there. It's a beautiful room. This year I did something very different from usual. I worked in a warm place. So I decided to take the schools programme into New Zealand. And I went over to New Zealand and I cycled from the very tip of the top of New Zealand to the very bottom. And I can show you actually, this is my wheel of my bike. And this. This is my bike itself. And that's the bike.
I'm recording this, and I think that's the problem.
So did you get that? He cycled the top of New Zealand, right down to the